Hi Saurabh, we have Saurabh from TVAM Astrology app, like he's a founder of that, and we welcome you on this channel registration. Saurabh, just let us know more about yourself. I know, but like our viewers don't know, so just tell us a little about yourself.
So
Or,
I started
Mhm.
I started my career as a developer, and I was working with Infosys, and I was a .NET developer. Then I worked in Oracle, and then I worked for companies like Kraft Foods, Sterling Talent Solutions. Of It's been more than a decade that I've been primarily working in product management.
Yes.
So that's the main area I've been working on as a BA PM. So that's that, and that's it. I haven't switched many companies. I think just two companies I've had in my 15 years career.
Yes, I was going through your profile and I saw that like for almost 15 years you were working as a corporate soldier. So like how did this come up? Like this is a complete different, I mean not completely different, but obviously it is related to technology which you were working on, but like
Right.
still a different field and like entering entrepreneurship and that too in astrology, like this how this came up, like what was the motivation or like the drive which motivated you to get into this, and like because it's still new, like you founded it like in last year itself.
Right. Right. So the thing is, there is a I won't call it a motivation or something like an idea came into my mind or anything like that. It just happened slowly. So it was a very slow thing. So I have been interested in Vedic astrology for more than a decade now,
Mm.
and I I I have been using all the apps. Used almost all the apps in the market, and it was I think in 2016 or 17 that I realized that this is what I want. I want to create a kundli, and then I want to know what my planet is. I want to know what the combinations are. So most of the apps they were actually giving you all the predictions.
Okay.
ऐसा होने वाला है, वैसा होने वाला है. But this path, this is the logic, and this logic is leading to this prediction, which you can actually Google out.
Okay.
So that was missing out.
Mhm.
So that's when I realized that there is a gap, and I started creating my own logic in an Excel. And the year was 2018 when I decided, okay, I was continuing my job, and I hired a developer, and then I created all the designs are created by me, and then we created this app, and I was very clear about what I wanted. I wanted I wanted myself as a user. No doubt I did take a lot of feedback, but what I wanted was any user should be able to create the chart, create on the planets, create on the click on the planets, click on the zodiacs, and see what all astrological combination are there in the horoscope, and then they should be able to see how they correspond to the prediction part. So that was the idea, and then some and we got the response was overwhelming. Actually, we did not to start with we did not expect that kind of a response. So and also we have been curating all the reports manually. We although there is a lot of information that is available in the app, it's a freemium app. You install it for free. Most of the features are free, but the full report and all they are actually charged. So there is subscription also.
Mhm.
So that's that. And because of the workload, I quit my job around Feb this year. So that's the story. There's nothing extraordinary. It was a very slow process. It was a very slowly graduating from an idea to an app to an entrepreneur. I did not start this app with an idea that I'll become an entrepreneur. That's the main thing. But the only thing is that the response and the users. So that's how it came into being.
So you identified a problem as a user and then you just worked on it. Like that's how it works, I guess. Because like whoever I talk to, like entrepreneurs, they always tell me like you have to first identify a problem. However, like and the problem which you feel about, so you felt about this because you were using
Right.
it as a user, you saw what was missing and then you worked on it. So,
Right, Preeti, but more than identifying the problem, there are a lot of problems actually that you identify.
mhm,
A lot of problems, but what really matters is how you are able to sell, make money out of that problem. So I was able to. The reason why I got confident about this idea was I was actually making money out of nothing without creating an app. People were consulting me, and so मेरे ख्याल से सबसे important चीज है आप क्या बेच सकते हो, what and how you can sell, and then the idea and the motivation and everything else. Because if there is a great idea which you cannot sell, it doesn't have any meaning.
mhm. So this is your like a businessman's mind speaking.
Absolutely.
You have to sell, obviously, like any idea, anything. Otherwise, like, what's the point? If
Right.
getting into something, you have to monetize it at the
Right.
end of the day. Apart from the causes it's taking care of, but like, okay, yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are the distinguished factors in TWAM from other astrological applications and platform? Like you already told, there were like few things, like a lot of things missing, but like specific distinguishing factors. Tell us about that.
All right. So one thing I already told you is that uh, rather than coming on directly to the prediction part, this app tells you what the logic is. There are more than 200 combinations in any horoscope. So when you create your horoscope, you will be shown all those combinations,
Mm-hmm.
and then those combination, if you click it, then they will the app will tell you that because of this combination, you had this. This is what we predict.
Mm-hmm.
That was one part. That is one thing which I feel is not there in any other app. Second part is the dynamic kundli part. So if you create any kundli through any other app, you can see your chart. There are planets there are zodiacs there, but you cannot click those. Right? You will have to go through mammoth reports to actually see what those combination mean. But in this app, you can actually generate your kundli. You can click any of these planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars. You can actually click those and check out what those planets and how those are participating in different combinations and what those mean for you. Similarly for zodiacs. And the third part is there is a dasha system in Vedic astrology. If somebody who's going through Rahu Mahadasha, somebody who's going through Shani Mahadasha. This is a good period, bad period. So the periods, these periods, it's called Vimishotri Dasha. So these periods change every 3-4 days. You have a period change. It's 4 or 5 layered periods. So I wanted those notifications, the users to get those notifications that this is your period which is starting and it is next 3 years are going to be favorable or unfavorable. So that kind of thing. So this part is free in the app. You can create a kundli. You will be notified about your dasha as well as if it is good or bad. Along with it, we also have implemented the video explainers in for the combinations that you have, and that's that. And right now we are working on the audio and video call feature in the app. So right now it's only Vedic astrology. We are expanding it to have other domains also. Like tarot, Western astrology, the psychic readings, healing, those kind of things. So we are planning to increase our base and have all these people come be part of Firm app, and people should be able to choose consultant and call them. That part we are working on.
So it also provides solutions. Like if you have some issue and you want to take care of it, so then your app will also suggest few suggestions, like the solutions.
Absolutely. So there are two parts, Preeti. One is the DIY part, as we call the do it yourself.
Yes, I read.
So a lot of people are not comfortable discussing their problems. They want to know what their horoscope says and what the prediction part is. So this application has mammoth data, tons of data that you can actually see yourself. If you don't want to talk to an astrologer, or if you don't want to confide. So that's one part. Second part is if you want some, there's nothing can actually replace the manual reading. Nothing can replace. So if you want somebody to check your chart and answer your questions, so we have different gigs in our app. Like the financial gig, the career gig, the full report, one question report, 1 hour teleconsultation. So those gigs are already part of the app. So these are the two main areas currently.
Yes, because not everybody wants to talk about it. Like they want to know about their things like planets or like the dasha or everything, kundli, but like they don't want to like say that they want to do that. So
Right,
this app is a very good solution for them. Like they can just DIY it, as you said, and
right,
and if they feel that like later in the later stages they want to consult somebody, so they
right,
have option to consult as well. So
right.
it's like from both the point of views, yeah. So during this pandemic, like everybody is affected. So how is I just wanted to know how this pandemic bring impact on the demand of the usage of astrological applications and consultations, like how it has affected the users.
So astrology is there's one part which is prediction part, and there is another which is like which a guide. So people who you talk to, who you provide astrological perspective, they when they know there's something these people are telling which is actually matching with our life, and they start telling you that this is what I'm going through. So it's more of a counseling come astrological guidance. So that's there, and currently a lot of people are we have seen a lot of volume as far as consultations and the app usage is concerned, and a lot of it is actually job loss and personal relationship issues and stuff like that. They have increased a lot. So in a way it has been really overwhelming experience to listen to these people and provide them astrological perspective along with the guidance that if the astrological reading says that you have temperamental issues, then you should calm down, you should not so those kind of things. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it is not plain and simple that this is what your planet says and this is what's going to happen. It's much more deeper than that.
Yes, actually, I was coming to that. Like it's also like kind of mind healing apart from
Right.
the astrological platform. Okay. So, what is your view to create a platform or collaborate with B2B or B2C sellers related with astrological and Vastu products along with consultation?
Right, Preeti. So right now, we have been concentrating primarily on aggregation. So we wanted to expand the app to have right now it's only Vedic astrology. We're expanding to have all the domains across the world. Actually, be it Egyptian astrology or Chinese astrology, Kabbalistic astrology, psychic reading, Vastu, numerology, face reading, palm reading, everything we have planned, and we plan to we already have identified more than 200 people who are willing to join our platform. And this platform we and uh, this platform is one thing I missed telling you is that this platform is in 14 languages.
In language.
And a lot of users are actually we were actually surprised that a lot of users are actually from places we never thought we'll get people using some places like Mongolia, Uzbekistan, and so that's when we had this need of upgrading it to 14 languages, and it is available in 14 languages. And we'll have astrologers also. We'll have in all these 14 languages we'll have astrologers, astrologers from China, France, so European countries, Australia. So we will have astrologers from all across the world, top astrologers.
Mhm.
And we plan to go live sometime by the end of this year.
By the end of this. Yeah, so that's what it just came to my mind. Like initially it was like India, so the customer base. So you started with Hindi and English. most probably. And then how this 14 language thing came up, like, because India like has so many regional languages, I'm sure, but like uh, these are foreign languages also. So
Right.
that's how you just answered, like that's how it came to being.
Absolutely. So we were actually overwhelmed by a lot of people. We have a live chat feature in the app, and
Mhm.
we were getting all these messages in different languages we couldn't understand. So and a lot of people were writing reviews in the app stores and Play Store that this app is not available in so and so language, not available in Chinese, not available in French. So that's when we decided, okay, these are the languages our top users are from. We took a lot of feedback, and then we upgraded it to have in 14 languages.
Yeah, that it's good. It becomes more versatile if we have more languages, obviously.
Yes, yes.
How many Indian regional languages are there? Like
Indian, we have, of course, we have Hindi, and we have Tamil, we have Malayalam, we have Gujarati,
Gujarati,
and we have Kannada,
Kannada.
and there are a couple of other languages also. So, but internationally, I would say there are a lot of Nepali users also. That's the reason we got Nepali also, and then we have Chinese, Russian. We have a lot of users from Russia also.
Okay,
So,
that's
so
surprising. But mm,
even we got surprised actually. That is the reason I was from start I was telling you, this it was a very very slow and boring process. It was not as jazzy as and as people's startup world. It's all glittery and all. It was very boring for me. So I was doing it for I think 1.5 year with job, and then we decided, okay, we are users are saying यार बोल रहे हैं कि इस language में नहीं है उस language में नहीं है, let's upgrade it to different languages. फिर बोल रहे हैं कि हमको वी वांट टू टॉक, वी वांट टू हैव ऑडियो कॉल और वीडियो कॉल विद समवन, तो ओके चलो ये भी कर देते हैं. So it was a very boring and slow process. So nothing exciting, but it's a very very slow and gradual process, and I think that's where the strength lies. That we are graduating slowly and steadily.
so astrology plays a great, like huge role in our Indian matrimony. So do you
Right.
plan to align this app with matrimonial websites? Do you? I mean, it just came to my mind. Like, do you have this in your mind, or is it a plan in future?
It's part of the roadmap actually. That is also one of the idea that we had, that right now all these matrimonial sites, they you choose someone, and then you can actually see that how many gun you are actually matching.
That's because right now, whatever matrimonial sites whatever applications or whatever parts they have, it's just very basic, and you just get few details filled by the candidates, and then you can just match it, go and get it matched from somebody else.
Right.
That's, I think, how it works as of now. Yeah,
Right. It's part
that,
of our roadmap,
yeah.
Preeti.
Yes. Mm. So, what is like currently? What is the customer base of your app? Like, how many
Uh,
users are
we
that?
have more around 50,000 users.
50,000. I
Right.
mean, that's a good number. Yeah.
And a lot of people of these users are actually interacting on a daily basis, so it's an overwhelming task to actually
Get this out.
respond. And yeah, so we are leveraging technology to the fullest, and we are using chat tools which translate. I don't understand a lot of language that users and a lot of my team members don't understand the language which the users are typing in. So we have this chat tool which translates, and then we type, it translates automatically. So we are leveraging technology,
Yes,
and that's how we are able to.
that was going to be my next question. That, like, how do you see the leverage of artificial intelligence and machine learning in strengthening the astrological solutions? So you just
Right. AI is there is, we are sitting on tons of data. See, there are more than 50,000 users. We have their date of birth, and each chart has more than 200 combinations. So you can imagine what kind of AI implementation we can actually come up with. So that's part of our roadmap, and as soon as we complete our aggregation model, that's something that we want to work on.
So yeah. So now the final and the important question, like what is your message to people who are like upcoming entrepreneurs, or like they want to like they are working on some idea, like you also started when you were working in a job, and then how was the journey? What are the takeaways of your journey, and what will you suggest them? What is your message?
So I will suggest what worked for me. I am a Marwadi. I have a very conservative thinking as far as business is concerned. I don't believe in loan is something that is highly looked down upon in Marwadi community, and as well as funding is something that startup world is all about funding. So a lot of people are actually starting with something idea and then taking up funds, and so so first thing and the last thing for me is आप क्या बेच सकते हो. That's what I told you. You have an idea, you have thousands idea. There are a lot of people there is no dearth of idea. The what you need to do is you to do introspection and then decide ki, what can I sell. And if you have an idea, okay, this is what I'm good at, and I want to invest in, and I want to create an app. Don't do it. Start at a very small level. Suppose you want to create an app which delivers veggies, because right now it's during pandemic time, this idea is a lot of people are implementing. So before doing it, before investing lakhs of rupees in creating an app, start delivering the veggies yourself, without the app, and see how people respond to. If you are able to make money, and then definitely your idea will work. So that's the for me that's a punchline. आपके अंदर क्या है और आप क्या बेच सकते हो.
Yeah, I mean, that in like getting having an idea and then finding an investor and then doing something is the traditional way of entrepreneurship. Like,
Right.
to do it in the beginning, but like
Right.
this is a new way, I guess. Like just first experiment, see. I mean, how it goes and what you can get out of it, and then you can start investing.
And it's very easy to Preeti, it's very easy to get bored. It's not as it's a boring thing to start with. So you need to see what excites you. What can you do repeatedly on a daily basis for hours and hours, which doesn't feel like work. So that's the main thing. Otherwise, ideas hai and demand bhi hai. You start selling, and slowly you will get bored. So what is it that you can leverage? So and 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 it will work. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that if something you do doesn't feel like work, it'll actually work for you.
That's a good thing. Like good to know. Yeah, we should think about this. Like whatever we are doing should be like motivating or like pushing enough so that you don't like get bored out of it, and
Right.
it doesn't seem like work, a lot of work.
Right.
Good. So thank you, Saurabh, for like spending time with us and telling about your TVAM app, which I will install today itself. So
Thank you.
obviously it works here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can install.
because people are yeah. So yes, and we wish you all the best for TVAM, and we we want to see more viewers and subscribers of this app, and we want TVAM to grow like as much as possible. So
Thanks, Preet. Thanks for your views and everything. And please install the app. And
yeah, okay. Thank you, Saurabh.
yep. Thanks. Bye bye.